it's time to adjust those shoulder pads, backcomb what's left of your hair, and jump into the DeLorean for a look back at what's possibly the best decade anyone could ever have grown up in.
Shall we play a game?
This is Bring Back the 80s with your hosts James Alderson and me, Andy Jackson.
So welcome along to a little extra bonus edition of the Bring Back the 80s podcast. Andy Jackson here, James Alderson over there.
Yep.
And it's nearly time for us to get cracking again, James.
I know, have you missed us?
I've certainly missed doing this. This is going to be season 3 that we're coming back with.
It is. We are in the future now, definitely.
Definitely future. We've gone back to the future, if you will.
I'm not sure what the phrase is, but we're definitely there. And we're back in October with a wonderful run to start with of 80s chocolate. Andy.
Oh, my God, yes. So the questions that have to be asked, have they got bigger? Have they got smaller?
Yeah.
Do they taste the same?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to do fruit. But I think the fruit's the same as the 80s. I mean, we didn't have avocado smashed on anything, did we, back in the 80s?
There was no such thing as avocado.
No, sometimes we had satsumas.
Satsumas was a Christmas thing.
It was.
Along with walnuts and a little cracker to crack the walnuts. That was as far as it went.
One of the foreign food. Crackers. Do you remember the nut crackers that we found in a previous episode with the sticker foreign on it? Because it's made of broad. Disgraceful. Bananas. You might have some pineapples in tins.
Yes.
That's where I thought pineapples grew.
Yeah, and hedgehogs. Sometimes they grow on hedgehogs and sticks as well, didn't they?
Brought into the posh front room with a paper doily. But yeah, so I thought, you know what, fruit hasn't really changed. I think chocolate has. You'll be surprised to hear that I've got lots of chocolate wrappers from the 80s, so we can actually test Cadbury and Galaxy to the max. And I think you'll find, I don't know if you've got anything queued up, but I think you'll find I've got a lunchbox surprise for you.
Just
for this little promo.
Okay, let's have a look in the Transformers lunchbox, proper 80s style.
Yeah.
So this is ready for me to
you can access that
now.
Yeah, and let's start with the comparison.
Oh my God! Oh come on, Jay! What on earth do you call this? What's this?
I honestly think that curly-wurly is the size of a ruler. It used to be the size of a ruler, definitely. You couldn't fit them in your backpack, and now you're fitting it in your little jean pocket.
I just remember they used to be literally that big.
You'd hit people
You would
with
start
them.
one on Monday, still be going strong by the end of the week.
Well, you would crack it, and the chocolate would crumble, and you'd then pull it apart. I'm sure the advert had like a stringy... That is a mouthful. That's a fun size one.
I tell you what, this is the thing. Well, there's two things that have happened here. First of all, it's smaller than it should be.
Yeah.
Second of all, as with things as over the years go, they get smaller and they certainly
get softer.
They certainly get softer, James. Look at the state of that, for goodness sake.
So, do you want to sample it?
Can I crack on and get into this? Okay.
It's broken in half, which is always very annoying. But again, it's equal portions. So,
already they've put a calorie count on it as well.
98 calories. 98. Well, I'm not bloody surped.
There's nothing to it. Come on, James. Look at this.
It's stringy.
It's got the string pull, hasn't it?
Can I have some?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Thanks, mate.
Okay.
What are you thinking? What's your first thoughts?
My first thought is...
Yeah. No.
It's every bit as chewy as it was.
Yeah.
This is not the way to do a podcast.
No.
With your mouth full of the chewest chocolate.
Oh, God. I'm professional.
Made.
Yeah. I think people love hearing people eat, don't they?
It's ASMR, isn't it?
Oh, God, it's disgusting.
There'll be a whole little niche thing on YouTube for this.
See, it tastes the same. It's a little bit creamier, I think.
It's got the same mouthfeel, if we're going to get all technical on this.
Mouthfeel?
Definitely the same mouthfeel, but smaller. But to be honest, if it was that big, as big as I remember it, and it was as chewy as it was then, I can understand why the whole thing would have lasted all flipping week.
I think to me, that's a very close match.
Very, very. I think out of all the ones we've ever done, that is probably the closest.
Yeah, but like my wife said, I'd love it if it was twice the size, to be honest.
Story of our lives,
Only
James.
the other night. And I wasn't even home. So, yes, I think that, that's a good one. But that's a good example, really, of what we've got to come in the first couple of episodes of our season 3. Lots of chocolate, lots of comparisons, adverts, and all the usual fun that comes with it.
I can't believe that we're on to season 3 because we started this a year ago, didn't we?
Yeah,
we
just
give
over,
it a go to see how it was going to go. And I've got to say, when we started this, we thought podcasts were all about hearing.
Yeah.
Obviously now, without realizing it, we've turned into YouTube influencers.
Phenomenon.
Are we not? Are we not?
Yes, I think so. And I think the magic is in our handsomeness.
That's what's brought it all together. That's why everybody's come to us on YouTube. But to be absolutely fair, though, thank you to everybody who has subscribed to us. I was checking out the stats earlier on. Yeah. We're just shy of 600,000 people over the last year have watched one of our podcasts.
That's wonderful, isn't it? Brilliant. They've all watched it for 3 seconds and gone, I'm turning this crap straight off. There's loads of hours, though, as well. Absolutely. Tens or hundreds of thousands of hours. It's brilliant.
So when we started this, we weren't sure where it was going to go, but it seems that everybody out there is every little bit as sad as we are.
Well, they're craving the past, and I think that we are crashing deadly into it right now with the world.
If you have just discovered us on YouTube or on bringbacktheeighties.podcast.com or wherever, first of all, share with the group. Don't keep us all to yourselves. We'd love to tell your friends if you can. We're going to be doing a live edition of this podcast very soon as well. And we're going to the stage, James.
Yeah, December. Nearly half the tickets have gone already. Havant Spring Arts Centre, which will be a live version of this to show that we aren't computer generated. This magic that you see before you isn't some sort of technological marvel. We are real people, aren't we? We're not like Max Headroom.
I'm still just in awe of the fact that 600,000 people have watched a little piece of us, and a good double handful of people are actually going to come and see us at Spring Arts.
Yep, my mum.
Your other half.
My kids are going to be there, and probably the police.
Yeah. Still looking.
The minute you're talking about the 80s, they got to keep an eye on it.
A media investigation. That's it for now. We're going to be back at sometime mid-October with season 3. So if you want to join us, then that would be absolutely lovely. Follow us on all the socials. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on all of them.
CFAX.
So we're CFAX there. Just wait for that page to refresh. It comes round very, very slowly, but it does get there.
Might have a hold button
at the end.
Just if you want to linger.
Until then, we will see you next Tuesday.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to this week's edition. We'd love it if you could subscribe in your favourite podcast app. And don't forget, there's a video version on YouTube too. You can contact us using the links in the show notes and on the YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time for another edition of Bring Back the 80s.